From CBS 4, this is Aging Independently with Christine Bartel, empowering seniors to live on their own terms in their own homes. Sponsored by Amedisys Home Healthcare, caring for your loved ones as we would our own.
Hi everybody, and welcome to our show. Each year, more than 50,000 adults die from vaccine-preventable diseases or their complications. Older adults can be especially susceptible to the diseases that can be managed by immunizations, so it is critical seniors stay current with the latest vaccines.
My doctor, Dr. Carmel, had mentioned I might want to think about getting the shingles vaccine. I opted not to do it, and boy, I wish I had. All of a sudden I thought, ooh, like a little hot spot, like a sparkler or something had hit my eye. So I went to the emergency room, and they looked at it and they couldn't see anything. They gave me a pain pill. I went on home. The next night it was worse. So they put me in the hospital, and then all of a sudden my eye crusted all up. And obviously I had shingles.
You've been suffering from the shingles for almost 2 years. You're an advocate of immunizations now.
Oh gosh, yes. I bet I've told minimum 1,200 people. I've stopped people on the bus, in restaurants, if they've got gray in their hair and think they might be 50, and I say, hey, did you guys have chickenpox as a kid? Because if you did, you certainly want to get that shingles vaccine because you don't want to go through what I've gone through. I tell everybody, it's the worst pain you can imagine. I have never disliked anybody enough in my entire life that I would want them to go through this. I was ready to have God take my eye. I just felt that would be the easier course.
If you could sum it up in a sentence, what would you say?
Get the vaccine. Talk to your primary care physician and say, how do I get the vaccine? Where do I go to get it? How do I get it? Nobody should go through this.
Dr. Alsteinman is here with us today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Christine.
Let's talk about how important vaccines are. Doug, his important vaccine is the shingles vaccination, but there are more important ones in your eyes.
Yes. Well, with seniors, fortunately, there's only a handful of vaccinations to really think about a lot. The most important one is probably the flu vaccine, to make sure they get their flu vaccine every year. Mm-hmm. It's certainly a disease that can cause a lot of problems in older folks, and although it's recommended for people of every age to get the vaccine, it's particularly important for folks over 65 or folks with other medical problems.
Okay. And the complications that could occur, just quickly run down.
Pneumonia is the most serious complication, and usually the reason that people get very sick, hospitalized, and even die.
Okay, so flu vaccine, next one.
Pneumonia vaccine is recommended for everyone over age of 65, and is something they should just get once, and then sometimes, depending on if they've had an earlier one, they get a second one.
Okay, so is that every year?
No, just one time, and they might get another one 5 years later.
Okay, great. Next.
Tetanus booster. It sounds boring, but it is something that should happen every 10 years. And particularly for older folks who are exposed to small children, they should probably get the tetanus that includes the whooping cough, or acellular pertussis. There's been several hundred cases of whooping cough in Colorado this year, so it's something on everybody's mind.
Right, and I know we just got an email too, cheerleading, and there's whooping cough. It's everywhere.
Yes.
So definitely that vaccination, and then the next.
The other one to think about is the shingles vaccine in folks 60 years of age and older. That helps prevent the occurrence of shingles and a complication called postherpetic neuralgia, where the pain persists for sometimes months after the rash.
Thank you so much for being here, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Remember, you can always go to our website for more information, to take today's poll question, and learn more about aging independently by watching all of our shows. Just head to cbsdenver.com and click on Aging Independently. Be sure to join us next time for more information on staying independent in your home.
Thank you for watching Aging Independently with Christine Bartel. Sponsored by Amedisys Home Healthcare, caring for your loved ones as we would our own.
Today's Aging Independently is also sponsored by Exempla Healthcare. For more information on vaccinations, call a St. Joseph Clinic at 303-403-6300 or visit agingwithexempla.org.